right, fool? Shit. Let it be known then. Circle tight.
Go-to was a New York thin tip.
Oh, I like New York fat German thin.
Yeah, some shit like that.
I don't even think that's the right tip though. Oh yeah, boom, that's old school.
Yeah. The Restos were always my favorite. I didn't like Krylons; they were too watery for me. Restos, you can go on bare brick, and the Restos would stand pretty good on bare brick.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would use those other paints or whatnot if we can. We got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fucking dollar can silver, dollar can black,
That too. Yeah.
and let's run it. You know.
When I was coming up, we used to use a lot of flat dollar black.
Yeah.
Like flat dollar black for fills, and then like one good white. Just like we passed the one good white, you know, with just like 5 flat black 99-cent cans.
Yeah, because you're gonna get 5 of those, and then like that two Rustos or something. That's a dub. You still, almost a dub. You still got $5 left to get a soda.
Yeah, some chips or some shit. Yeah.
Get that 5 sec, bro.
Yeah, you
That
got a
blue
5 second
hit
weed
the
and shit.
spot.
I wasn't smoking that young, but like everyone around me was, and I remember, like, man, I guess, you know, like everyone's rolling through with one of these to the spot.
Oh
Like one of those
man,
in their pocket. They'll pull one of these at the spot.
dirty as hell.
Yeah,
Shit,
all
like,
covered in paint
oh,
and shit.
oh yeah, it's all fucked up. Like I hate smoking out of pipes now. I can't even do that shit. I'm straight. Shout out. What? I player decultured and shit. Yeah. Oh man, we're well seasoned. This is what 2 Cents podcast is, man. You know, we
Fucking
right here.
Goya's his own.
Hey. The what?
Who were some graphiters that caught his attention when he was growing up?
Oh,
Okay.
like who caught my attention? There were a lot of local cats that, because I mean, man, I grew up here in Vegas, so like when I was 13, what inspired me was like seeing cats like I don't even know if you all know these dudes. There's someone came, his name was Dr. Dubious. There's a cat named Elab, short for Elaborate. His shit was super dope to me. There was a crew called EK, Razzo, Demo, Nero. All those cats had an O at the end of their name, and then One Sec was in their crew too. One Sec ended up becoming a painting partner with me. And back in the day, I always looked up to the CFS crew out here and War Crew. CFS crews, each one of them had a different fucking style that was super. Like you can see who they were immediately. You see,
Right.
saw a helps piece. There was no fucking question. You didn't even need to read it. You're like, oh fuck, that's help. You saw a Seek piece. Like, oh, there's no question.
Yeah.
Eerie, there's no question. You know, it's like their styles were so distinct individually. Like I looked up to them a lot stylistically, and like the spots they were hit were always fucking high profile spots, and like writing little like messages on the side was always dope back then. So
Yeah, I know some of the.
You know?
I believe I know who Seek is,
Mhm.
but I believe Seek used to breakdance.
Mm.
But I know Next, I know Boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean, who else do you need to really know? I guess not from that crew, but
yeah.
no, definitely.
I looked up to a lot of those cats stylistically. I mean, War Crew too. I mean, Beta, Houdini, Voter, Cry, all them cats, man. Like I would see their shit just like walking to school or like in the tunnels. I'm like, there's guys out here doing this, and I wanted to be one of those dudes. You know what I mean? And
You're from the West Side, huh?
Yeah, I'm from the west side of Vegas, so I
I mean,
grew
you're from
up
the West
away.
Side.
I grew
But
up
and
away
when we
from-
say West Side, we ain't saying like the West Side. We're just saying the West
Yeah.
Side of Las Vegas.
Oh, no, 100%. No, 100%. Yeah, but because of that, I felt even more like a black sheep because once I started becoming more involved with the community of graffiti writers in Vegas, everything was happening on the east side. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an East Side baby, like, for
Everything.
sure. I mean, I'm downtown area, but
And like I wasn't a part of that. You know, I was part of my little pocket that I was in competition with the books that I was getting from the store or the shit I would see online. There was a website called Art Crimes.
shout out Art Crimes.
You remember Art Crimes?
Absolutely.
So I was trying to do that shit only, and I didn't know quite this, like, personally, what was the scene here, other than what I was doing in that little pocket on the west side, and sort of bleeding over here and there, and north, south type of area. You know.
Hey, my boy, shout out Riddle, man. I ain't seen that fool in fucking ages, but Riddle or Exam,
Mhm.
R.A., who's West Side baby. That fool used to kill it back in the day, dog. But we're talking like 2000, 2001.
I moved to Vegas in '99, so I've been here since '99. But
I was locked up in 99. No, I'm just
there you go. No, see, I know that they're the old school Vegas guys. Were Marvel, Saga, I think was a dope name. I think
Sega.
Sega.
Well, because he got caught and he changed his name to Sega, but before that his name was Aegis.
Ages. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
As well.
Oh, there's some fool named Burn. I mean, but there's so many.
I met Burns. And
an older cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
OG
homie
Burns.
Penner from BTM, Breathtaking Moments.
BTM.
HPK, Hunters Park.
BT or the BTH crew.
There's BTH crew, yeah,
BTH
you know,
crew.
that came on further down the road.
Bomb
And
the
that's,
Heavens, yeah.
and that's derived of some other dope writers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times fools don't even realize that, like, these crews evolve.
Yeah.
Like, you start off here, and then you end up moving over,
Yeah.
go there, you know, these fools don't want to write as much, and you're still like, I'm into the graph, and these fools are into it, so.
I've met both sides, you know. I've met every perspective in Vegas, you know what I mean? Like you said, like you have cats who are just like, oh, I'm in it to bomb. Like I'm
Right.
here to get my fucking name up. And
Yeah,
like
that's-
I'm like, that's respect. That's a whole field in itself. You know what I mean? Like everyone has their own like goals they want to hit. You know.
He's from the 70s. Hey, thinking back on that now, though, that's kind of a trip. Like,
Yeah.
we're just growing up in the scene, in that culture, writing, graph. And now when we look back at it, you're like, damn, there's fools that were hitting all the back cuts
Mm-hmm.
and have a piece back there between these two buildings. Like, what? Never even would have thought of that. Excuse me. That wasn't my ambition, you know, or...
Sure.
And then guys just want to hit the train. That's
Yeah.
all they're hitting, and
Trains,
that's their
yeah.
ambition. And so, like, there's really different fields and levels, and...
Yeah. There's tons of different categories.
I describe it as like Blade. It's a secret society,
It's exactly it though. If you know, you know, right?
right? If you know, you know. If you don't, you're gonna be oblivious to it. You
Straight
know what I'm
up,
saying?
you know.
That's why when you're on the freeway, like the people really aren't looking out for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just go and get it.
See,
I'm not encouraging that. Okay, I'm just
yeah,
saying.
I can't condone that. But no, I mean, growing up, I was always one of the ones doing the back stuff. The back, I want to hit the cutty spots and like the little spot corners that people forgot about because I knew 10 years later the shit would have been buffed. Like I wasn't interested in hitting spots that were going to get buffed all the
Right.
time. So
I got more buff spots than fools got spots. For sure.
for sure. And I always looked up to what was it DCH or something like that. It was Noches. He did his elephants.
Oh,
Or
no.
Deuces, and then Cunt and Y. They were always hitting these weird little alleys that were like sandwiched between little buildings, but those spots are still there.
And that's the trick. Like, see, now going back, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have
Mhm.
went and did that spot. You know what I'm saying? Because now I just got more buff spots. Than
No, I feel that though. It's a thing, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely out there. There's different levels to the graph shit. Okay, so a couple of your influencers or things that you were looking at growing up and how you were learning graph, you know, like you said,
Yeah.
through some of the magazines. Art Crimes, again, shout out Art Crimes.
Art
It's
Crimes.
still up there. You guys can still go up there.
I didn't know
Go to
that.
Art Crimes, scroll down to Las Vegas, you can pick a couple of the little links right there, you know what I mean? But they got them for like LA, they got them for like Europe, they got them
Everywhere.
all over. So you could actually go and look at some old school fools who were getting up in different cities and whatnot, who their heavy hitters were. you know what I
Heavy
mean?
hitters, yeah, straight up.
Yeah,
Because
so-
they only put up people who were really showing out. Like
Right.
they were only getting the cream of the crop. To either you submit, but you weren't gonna get picked.
Right.
You know what I
You
mean?
know, and the guys who were taking pictures were taking pictures of, hold on, was it Lisa Frank? Hell yeah, we love Lisa Frank. The guys taking pictures were only taking pictures of the dope shit, anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was the only thing worth taking pictures of at the time, you know.
Huh?
You guys have some funny stories of incident with him painting?
Well, he just fucking blew up a can in his hand.
That's the most recent one. I remember.
The running from the Popo story.
Yeah,
but
I remember.
the getting chased Popo, either haters, Popos, whatever.
I mean, I've been chased a few times, but like I've always been hyper fucking noited when I'm painting. So like, I'm hard to like if I hear a crack or just like a creak, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
A little
yeah.
rock gets kicked. I'm like,
Full alert and
you
shit.
know, I'm fucking like stepping back for 20 minutes, posting up, and then coming back and finishing. You know, like I'm like
Right.
super hyper paranoid when I'm painting. But
I think if I'm not painting that adrenaline style
mhm,
for a while, and then I go and do that,
yeah,
the first one or two I'm gonna be a little bit more sketch. But once I get the fucking
yeah,
get the blood and the
Yeah.
flowing and the juices going, I'm fucking like, who cares?
Go fuck around,
Let's
yeah.
get in there. I'm not careless.
yeah.
You
I
know
feel
what I'm
that,
saying?
yeah.
I'm definitely
once you
someone who
get
wants to
in the
be
water,
alert and know what's going on. Yeah, but
start swimming.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel that. Usually I get that way when I finish a piece. Like if I'm at a spot, I finish a piece and I'm walking away. I'm like, okay, I have all the tedious shit's done. I'll just fucking do catch throw-ups on the whole way home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's the time. Once the precision, I'm done with it. I'm like, okay, arrow looks good. Everything's chopped up. Good. All right, cool. I just fucking just save it for after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't blow up the spot beforehand.
Hey, you go to the spot and the homies might finish before you and shit, and they're all catching tags everywhere. You're like,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
up, fool, stop taking pictures, dog.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still
yeah.
fucking right here,
All
dog.
the
You
time.
got the flash on and
Fucking
shit.
climbing up the fucking side of the building,
Yeah.
catching tags off the roof and shit.
Yeah, let me get my shit done and then go crazy.
Gotta
you know?
finish this character, man.
Right. Hey, and I'm all like, I'm usually I think now I take longer. Back in the day, the homie level, man. Free the homie level, man. That fool would be over there trying to make it so crisp. I'd be done. I'd be waiting. I'd be like, fool, let's go. He's like, almost. I'm like, fool, I'm gone, dog. I'm about to go. And fucking leave his ass and shit.
Sending a
fucking-
text from the Jack in the Box.
Yeah, exactly. I'm over here already, homie. I done caught 2 more spots. You know what I'm saying?
Breakfast Jack while you painting.
Right? Hey, you want a number 1?
Yeah. That's
And
a
with-
good feeling though. Going to fucking after you're done doing a mission, just sitting down somewhere and just have some food.
Well, you go drive by it. You always go drive by that night. Drive by 2-3 times.
It's a good.
Then you got
feeling.
to come get the day flicked, and then it's fucking buffed or dissed, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I was just there. Nah.
Like, let's hit another spot.
Right? Okay, so like growing up in the city here, how you seen from back in the day to now?
It's way different. It's way different now, as far as what I can see. You know
How,
what I mean?
how do you
'Cause
rate it? How do you rate it then and rate it now?
back then there was a buzz. It felt like there was an excitement to go painting, and an excitement that like, oh hey, I was on the bus and I saw this one spot. So and so has a piece there. This crew has a piece there.
Yeah.
We have to go hit it because there's still a section that's not done, and I know we can rock some dope shit.
Right.
But it's only a spot for 2, so it's like, don't tell them. Let's me and you go rock it tonight.
Hey, we're gonna go to the store, homie. We'll be back.
And then you get there, and someone already fucking took it. You're like, fuck, I just saw it yesterday. Some other motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was a competition, but it was a healthy competition. And there was also beef, a lot of shit
I
was
think
going
there's
on. There was people where there was writers where whenever I'd meet someone, what you write, homie?
Always
Hey,
tough.
what you write?
I think that's where a lot of my attitude comes from, just
Yeah.
because of that era
'Cause
was
you don't
just
know,
like
you know?
always fucking like didn't know who it was.
You don't know who you were talking to. Yeah.
No.
So like you don't know if you had beef with somebody. So there was this. I would say there was a buzzing going on because that was so prevalent. Like almost everywhere, you could tell writers were scoping each other out everywhere they went. The
And what
city
about
was-
taking away the factor of Instagram?
Yeah, no, it was
There was.
when it was just 12 ounce. People were congregated on 12 ounce. People were like, no, just do your shit, and then like if you want to post it on there, you can. But if it's in a spot someone else is already gonna go hit, they're gonna know that spot. And they're gonna see your shit there.
Yeah.
And if it's dope enough, they'll get a picture of it.
Yeah.
Like it was like
But you had to go out and physically see that shit.
you did. You have to go out, get off your ass, go to the alleyway across town, climb the barbed wire fence. Then you maybe have to navigate through a dog, or maybe the business is still open.
Oh, right,
you gotta be
right.
quiet, and then you can see
Huh.
then you can see the gallery. You know.
You got the clumsy homie who's always fucking there and shit.
Yeah. Smoking in the daylight and shit. Right at the spot. On the roof. On the roof while they're open.
That shit exploded. Yeah, I mean, this shit drives me crazy though. There's a lot. I think it's like you're the throwies, and you can get up more off of the Instagram.
You can get on. Well, you can get up more on Instagram. I think
You know.
that Instagram changed everything,
Yeah,
even for me.
absolutely.
Because like when I started my Instagram, I always planned on never showing myself ever.
Right.
But it was a really slow transition because I've had it over 9 years now, and I was just posting like old tags or random tags.
Right.
Or
The
random
homie
things,
tells me all the time about it.
You
Like that
know?
shit. He's like, I'm like,
you know?
at this point, it is what it is.
It is
man.
what it is. Yeah.
Revoking them don't hide their face in the aspect of they just
Yeah.
have that already. So
Yeah, well, Revoke was the first. He was the what do you call it? He was the first one that ever got really in trouble and deep shit for showing his face. I remember
Really?
that. Yeah, he got locked up for a little bit for that. He had almost like $500,000 bail in fucking Australia or some shit like that.
oh yeah, because they were
He bombed the shit out of Melbourne, and then he tried to dip, and the police caught him because he was posting about it. And it was like, that was the first reality check for I think all the what do you call it, online community of graffiti writers, and like still bombing illegally was like.
I
that.
mean, and who he is, and what his ups mean. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
he's somebody where you're like, damn, I want to get up like that fool. or you know,
Yeah.
this was catching that spot, this was catching this spot.
He's the dude. He
Yeah,
was like
absolutely.
the dude. You know what I mean? Like everybody wanted to have his style. And
Absolutely.
Like, be as cool as him. And be as dope as
Zest,
him, you know?
Saber,
Yeah.
Revoke, Bisa. Probably right there for
Alloy,
me. It's like
Atlas.
it's really where I Atlas,
You know what I'm
Atlas
saying? You know?
for sure.
Dude,
Those are
dope,
fools that
dude.
or Zoo too, man. Fucking and Zoo be doing
Zoo.
some big projects now, man. Fucking damn.
Is it Bayer? My old homie was a big fan of Bayer from the Bay Area, I think. He did some big ass letters.
Bay Area or Southern California?
No, the Bay Area.
No, I'm saying, what do you like better?
Oh, I'm not like. See, I like the styles that come out of the Bay Area. I like the styles, but I've grown up around like the Southern California styles more.
Yeah,
I would say Bay Area just because I like they're doing something a little different.
they're
Like,
they're kind of funky with it.
they're
They got
funky,
more of that
yeah.
funk versus like
a
like
little bit of a twang to it. You know?
of the font letter, old English kind of stylish, kind of coming from down south
yeah,
and shit.
it's very LA traditional, as old English style, and like those sharp letters that are really sharp. And I grew up seeing it so much
Yeah.
that I like xenophobe. Yeah, I mean xenophile. You know, I like the foreign stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
The stuff that seems a little odd or not unusual. It's a little more novel to me. You
Yeah,
know,
they changed it up a lot. A lot of people that I
Yeah.
would see coming out from in the Bay Area, you'd be like, oh man, that's
Mhm.
that's different than what I'm liking, and I think they kind of gravitate a little bit more towards the East Coast. They did like an East Coast thing, but like with a whole West Coast flair to it and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like they changed.
It's a
the game for
weird
sure.
breed. It's a weird breed of style, but I really like it. It's a little funkier, you know. It's got
Yeah,
a little style flair. on
A
it.
little style flow to it.
Yeah, like goof.
Okay.
Goofy style was always like.
Or like
that.
keep
Keep, yeah, Keep's fucking super dope.
yeah, rest in peace,
Rest
keep,
in
man.
peace, Keep. Yeah, you indeed.
Rest in peace, keep. That's what this was saying.
You are